Friday, I gave you guys the video. We had the bull and bear case for SPY QQQ, and it turns out we're playing the bull case. So I stopped out of my shorts first thing this morning for like $100 loss, like $116, I think it was. And so I ended up scalping some calls along throughout the day. But going forward, what we're going to be looking at, like we talked about, is this price area and this price area. And you can see that we hit that first area today, and we did have some resistance. So once you hit up in here, that was a nice time to short. I didn't. I just waited for the pullback because that gap stand open in that first hour looked fairly strong. So I felt like my odds were better with calls. But you honestly could have did both. I just really don't like scalping. But you can see how you can take so many trades just off of one setup, regardless of whether something's going up in the medium term or down in the medium term. So one other failed trade that I had was Google. I would say SPY just didn't go the way that I predicted it would go. Google just completely failed on me. Or whether I didn't get out fast enough or not, I don't know, call it whatever. But I was playing a break above 111. So you got this clear level of supply here. Played a break above 111. I was up like 10, 12%. And I just didn't sell. I was targeting this area. I won't even say I was being greedy. I just really had a price target in mind. We didn't get there. And that's what happens sometimes. What I will say kind of upset me a little bit was the fact that Google just decided to be completely trash early on today. If you look at this early in the morning, well, in the morning session versus something like SPY, clearly both had pullbacks, but SPY, had I taken this long, I would have had a nice trendy move for at least a good 15 minutes. You see what I'm saying? But with Google, it just had that one burst higher and then it came back and got stuck. So once I took that long, if I didn't sell here, I didn't have any time to take those longs any further. So that's just kind of how it happened, how it played out. And so the loss on that was, you see, I got in right at 9:30 when it broke 111. And you can set automatic orders to take this stuff. That's kind of how I do it. So I don't sit there and kind of stare at the screen. But yeah, that was Google 253 on that one. So that's kind of how it goes. And like I talked about a little bit in the Discord today, choosing individual tickers, sometimes this kind of weird stuff happens. So say I wanted to be bullish today and I was waiting for a pullback. Google kind of gave you no opportunity to really go long. Um, well, it did, but it just wasn't clean. But like looking at SPY and QQQ, it was very clean. So like I said, I did scalp this. Well, day traded it, I guess. Had calls on this, took them up here for a few points. So it was a good move. Uh, and that's about it for today, really. CPI is tomorrow, so you got to be careful what we do tomorrow. And I will say that the levels we watching for QQQ tomorrow on the bullish side over 311.08, we're looking at that area, and then possibly a gap fill later in the week if it wants to continue to be bullish. On the downside, you could take this below 308.18 for a quick gap fill, and possibly even more, I guess, depending on how strong the market wants to react to CPI. This is trying to break back above that trend line. So I'll tell you, the trend lines are kind of your guide. So if this wants to move higher, this could be a crazy rip if it does truly go. We got to take it day by day, man, and just continue to be mindful of the data and all that kind of stuff. Got FOMC next week as well, and then quad witching is Friday. So this week really got to be like a day by day 4 hour candle kind of trades, and just let the week and month kind of guide you. I will say, if things get crazy, September turns out to be strong, you got to look for a potential outside month or at least a push towards last month's highs. But I wouldn't be shocked at nothing. But um, this is not playing out how I thought. But hey, we just take it day by day and keep going how we go, and just keep our stops tight, and you make money regardless, and keep updating your thesis based off of the price action you see. So that's just kind of how it goes. And there's a good playlist to show how much you really have to change stuff over time, and how I got to be more of a day trader when I really want to swing, but I can't swing while we're stuck inside